We got this time. We got ourselves Team Blue with Vinci. Hasn't got to play so far. Nanda again with all the everybody is on the beach party. Yo, Vinci, you gotta change your mug. You gotta be the same with the boys. Everybody is out here ready for the summer, man. Summer's way over, but everybody's ready for it either way. You're the only one that's in full setup. Anyway, it's gonna be a Vinci, Nanda, Pantora, Psych, and Sparticle. Hasn't got to play that much as an Arcane Mage versus Team Red. We got Kazuna back on a Dancing Bear. Peachy playing the Feral Druid. Valrip coming back as Red Paladin. Almost called him Fury Warrior. Zack on the Demon Hunter, and Zap going up first as a Enhancement Shaboy. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Looks like this is gonna be Spart versus Zap. I think Zap is like, uh-oh. He stopped for a second, he hesitated. Spart trying to make sure he gets the right angle. Is going to have to go for the slow gameplay with Zap. If Zap can get the blood of the enemy and can go for Ascendance after, he might be able to do so much damage to Spart. I do wonder if Spart can steal the blood of the enemy buff though. The 5% extra, oh, I think it might have gotten him. Might have missed, but Spart is going to go for Invis for a second, getting slows into Zap. Zap is continuing to get wind strikes. They are doing quite a bit of damage, though. Did he get the blood of the enemy off there? He's trying to stay as mobile as he can. Spart is going to go for Instant Cast to try to see if he can get himself some health back, but that was a pretty good opener by Zap. He's using those cooldowns early, and he can actually go for a little bit of Dispel. Just keep ripping buffs away from Spart. Is going to get hit with a Frozen Over while the Ghost Wolves are on him. Those Wolves don't really do that much damage, but they do build up for Zap a lot of Maelstrom. This is at least going to be able to get himself a lot of self-heals going. Zap might have a chance here. Enhancement Shaman is not terrible against the Mage. Spart does try to blink away while casting a spell at Zap. And it's going to catch a couple of Arcane Blasts in his face with a Maledict to follow. Spart is going to be able to get out of that Sunder pretty quickly and blink away Zap. Not looking that healthy anymore. Wall coming out. Safety Chicken is rolling as well. Needs to get some self-heals. Needs to also rip buffs from Spart ASAP. Might need to catch the line inside, but Spart is just shredding through him with those Arcane Missiles. Barely has any health. Trick inside of it does drop down a Counter-Strike Totem. But Spart does take him out of the end, trying to go for as many Insta-Casts. Every time he gets an Insta-Cast, he gets himself a little bit of health. Zack is already going to start ripping buffs off of Spart in the opener, but still lands that Polymorph. And there you go, our boy Spart as Arcane Mage going to dance around these bad boys. And actually, Zack, it looks like Zack decided to go for a backflip to chase after Spart, but didn't quite get it. That's going to be a stun to Spart. Trinkets out of it immediately. He's going to try to see if he can get away from Zack. Has a temporal rolling right now, so it's going to be quite a bit of healing. In case Zack even does go try to see if he can rip it off of him. And Zack should be cleaning Spart as much as he can. And that's going to be a Metamorphosis into a Fell Rush right after. Cleared himself off mobility issues. And it's going to get frozen in just a second. Zack used to go for self-heals immediately. This is going to be quite tough. For a Demon Hunter, a slow, it's quite deliberating. Like, you do have your Fell Rushes and you do have Vengeful Retreat. And you do have your Metamorphosis in order to clean yourself off of any mobility slows. But if another class can continuously slow you and utilize the line of sight of the pillars to keep you at bay, it is still quite hefty. Zack is having a hard time half the time catching up to Spart. That's going to be quick Invis for Spart for just a second. I did hit him with BOTE. Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. I was going to say, as an Enhancement Shaman, the only thing you would be able to do is try to use your cooldowns as often as you can. With Spart, for example, right? It's going to be hard to catch him. So as soon as you get a moment, you should be able to snag him with Blood of the Enemy and go full out Brick Burst ASAP as soon as you can. Spart is going to try to see if he can blink around Zack, trying to dance around him. Iceball coming out a little bit early for Spart as his health does drop quite low. Zack's health is at about half right now. And Spart needs to do a bit more kiting. Zack so far has been able to do quite a bit of healing. Eye Beam is available. Any damage you can do to Spart while he's got it is going to be quite valuable. Especially if you can get any interrupts on Spart. Going to be a Maledict, as Zack is going to eat that Maledict damage for a little bit at the very beginning. It's going to suppress a lot of the heals he has. So all he can do right now is just wait him out and line aside Spart. Spart health is not looking that good right now. Zack is making his way as damp as Maledict is about to fall off. Stunner to Spart, finally getting some damage in. Spart could go down right here. Temporal coming out at the very last second. Doesn't have any health available. Any ability is going to take him down right now. Barely has any health. Trying to get more slows into Zack. Zack is going to fly up in the air. Spart is going to go for an Invis into more instant cast. Arcane Missiles just trying to go for time. He actually was able to beat Zachary in the DPS race against time. That's going to be another stun by another Demon Hunter. Trying to see if he can let it polymorph. I don't think Spart has a chance here. And down he goes. These Demon Hunters are scary, dude. But at least Nanda's going to be able to get out here and play. Kazoo and Nanda having a bit of a rematch at 4 minutes and dropping down massive basses. He does stun all those pets over there. And Nanda needs to cycle back all the way to all those pets. Going to be checking out Kazoo as he gets hit with a pet stun that intimidate. And Nanda again cycling, trying to get his pet all the way back to Kazoo. He's trying to circle around. The dire basses on top of him. He should just keep them all on top of one another. But Kazoo's just getting so hyper offensive with Nando. He's trying to avoid the basses as best as he can, trying to jump around and try not to let it get a single auto attack at him. And his health is doing well so far while Metamorphosis is up. Cyclotronic coming out, he does get interrupted on it. Underrod Trinket is about to proc for huge healing. It looks like it's double procking actually. It was setting himself up for a while. That's going to be a freezing trap, so Nando can maybe get himself a little bit of a breather. Just to set himself up a little bit. Man, if only Kazoo let Sparticle have a full reset, dude. If only he hadn't let him have a full honor duel, I think that would have been such a good game. Another game against DH and Mage. But he's like, you know what? I cannot give him a chance, man. I got to get at him while I got it. Second proc of that underrun chicken for Kazoo coming in right now. Huge heals to follow. Nando's still covering a very low health. He's going to get a stun onto Kazoo while he's got a demonic up and running. Nando making sure to keep himself healed. All Nando can do is, again, perfect because Kazoo wants to stay offensive. Keeping Kazoo in the open, letting the pets do work, letting the pets get all ramped up, and maintain that self-heal rolling as best as he can, and only trying to go for CC on Kazoo whenever Nando needs to get a bit of a breather, or at least wait out some of cooldowns from Kazoo. Is going to jump himself into that camo, but that Spectricide isn't going to keep him long. Actually, it looked like Nando had a dot on him or two, or maybe one of his pets did. They couldn't even stay there for long. Another I-beam, and that's going to be interrupted onto Kazoo as Nando does get disengaged out of there. But his health is not doing that good anymore. Kazoo might just be able to truck the damage and just plow right through Nando. His health is doing just fine. Second underrod trick coming out. Huge healing out of that underrod trick. It is going to try to see if it can get away from in front of Nando. But, oh, second, third. What is that? Another underrod proc. Is he going to get another one? Spore pod? Do it. Do your thing. Do your thing. No, no, no. Okay, no. No more spore procs. That is so much damage. Stun onto Nando. He does have the basses, but I don't think it matters anymore. It's getting shredded right now. Stun onto Kazoo. He triggers out of it immediately. Staying on Nando. Nando using Crucible defensively and needs to keep Kazoo at bay. He's trying to run away from Kazoo, trying to slow him down as best as possible, but also keeping him near the basses is going to be the best way to go. Kazoo using all the rest of his mobility, trying to stay on top of Nando. Actually killed his pet. He actually killed Nando's pet, interrupted him on pet revive. Nando is in the worst position possible. Does get a freezing trap onto Kazoo, but I guess it was a bleed. Does get the pet up and running. Maybe a pet heal to follow off of this. Trinkets out of this immediately. The dire basses didn't get that much value, and Nando just struggling to stay alive. The heal coming out right now. Kazoo could rip that heal off him and does take him out with all his health. He literally started at 100% health and ended at 100% health. I'd rather see Demon Hunter duels though, instead of like, let's say, instead of classes that have a self-heal that will just go behind the pillar, heal up, come back, do damage, you know what I mean? I'd really like, I like that more, but that's just me. Gonna be a Vinci opening up with a full kidney shot onto Kazoo, nice poison bomb proc and everything. But Kazoo is gonna get that Metamorphosis Underrod proc happening already. And Cyclotronic, while all that haste up from that demonic is up and running. That was quite a lot of damage that he was able to burn through into Vinci. Vinci is already way below half health. Blinded onto Kazoo. Gonna go for a reset. Kazoo does not have a trinket. Vinci could go for a full vendetta if they wanted to. Are they gonna risk it? They do have evasion, cloak of shadows, and advantage for advantage. Cheap shot if they want to go for it. That could be an all-in play for Vinci right now. Unless they do want to go for a slower game. Trying to get himself as much healing as possible. Getting a shot into Kazoo. Are they going to go for a big setup? Nope. Doesn't look like they're going for that vendetta. But they are going to go for quite a bit of damage. Nice poison bomb proc. And that was Crucible on top of Kazoo. Actually, quite a lot of damage. If they were to combine vendetta into this, that would have been a one-shot. So eventually, it's open to maybe get the kill before the vendetta needed. Kazoo's going to get a massive amount of healing while the demonic form is up. While darkness is up. And eventually is looking to maybe get himself a little bit alive. Kazoo getting another underrod proc right here. Dude, he's just recovered so much health. Another kidney shot. He has a trinket available in 2 seconds. Is he going to trinket this right now? Trinkets this immediately. Eventually does not have evasion anymore. Has Cloak of Shadows, but I don't know if that can do anything for him. Does Cloak and using Crucible for a defensive here. Does pop no, doesn't pop Vendetta, but it was a Maledict onto Kazoo. Not gonna let him get any kind of heals. He's gonna wait out the Maledict for a little bit until the health necrotic is out. It's gonna be a stunner. Eventually might be down right here. And Kazoo taking that rogue out. Oh my god. taking their soul, feeding from their soul, and going up with Pantora up next. Pantora, does he have a chance here? Could go for a full set of wings. No more trinket available. That's going to be wings for Pantora. Needs to make sure his burst is good here. Not getting the most value out of that damage. Getting hit with a stun to follow right after. He's going to trinket with a shield of vengeance. Kazoo is going to try to see if he can just run from this as best as he can. Kazoo does not have rain from above, so he doesn't have a way to get away from Pantora early. So he's going to have to go for a little bit of a crucible heal. Does get clapped out though. That paladin damage is quite nutty. And Valorant is the next paladin. I'll show him another damage. And he's got that Underrot trinket too. Oh my god. Dude, that is such a good trinket for any agility classes that have a tank off spec. Or any strength class. It is so good. I would want to see a Death Knight, like a Frost DK with that trinket. You know, go full heal build or something. I think that would be quite nice. Maybe not Unholy. Unholy only heals as much as it does. Hodge onto Pantora. Valor doesn't want to pop full wings on him just yet. He wants to get himself a little bit of a setup. Maybe get damage enough into Pantora. That is going to be a blessing of protection out of Pantora. See, the only thing he has left is a bubble, while Varub has everything on him. It actually has some holy damage that goes through the blessing of protection. Might have enough holy power here to get himself a full Tempest Verdict. Pantora is trying to run away. Does he have that execute? Almost lands the kill with that execute. Pantora does get himself a flash of light. That next judgment doesn't quite give him the kill he needs, but the execute also does not do it either. And you kind of damage he's got going on. Hodge onto Valor. Does he trinket it to go for the kill? He does, so he might put himself up in a bad situation now. Worse than Psych. No trinket available. He's gonna bubble it immediately as he finds himself at super low health. And Psych decided, you know what, since I saw the bubble out of Valor, I'm gonna trinket this. I'm gonna get out of the sun. Probably should have saved it in case Valor was gonna, you know, if Valor was gonna use wings, then I think it's worth trinketing. But that bubble, he still will have a bop, and I guess Psych can rip it off of him unless he gets very unlucky with the buffs that he rips off of Valorant. But Valorant could maybe get himself a setup. No more trinket for Psych though. He's gonna get a shield of vengeance to hold it off the pressure for a little bit. Psych flying up in the air, and not a lot of line of sight exists on this arena. Still getting those fell lances for just a moment or two, getting through that shield of vengeance. Valorant still hanging in there though. Stun until Valorant into an eye beam by Psych. Does he have enough damage here? Valorant could turn this around. If he has a nice setup right here, he could do it. Blur available for Psych though. It's going to be a huge defensive. Execute stun's coming out. Unless Valorant can just get a huge one-shot here. Darkness coming down for Psych. Valorant could maybe go for a Blessing of Protection right now. Might want to go for it. He does kill Psych actually. What? He does kill. He does get the kill, right? He does. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Huh? I didn't think he would do it. I actually did not think he would do it.